Good morning, everyone. Rick and Deb here. We are on a little road trip today. We are going to be going through 4 small communities today. Our first stop is Longton, Kansas. It's not too far from Moline, Kansas. I'm going to do a walking tour, and then I'm going to do when I get done with this, I'm going to do a walking tour. And they've actually got a museum. I don't think it's open right now. But yeah, we're just going to drive real slow, and I think it's like a whole block, maybe 2 blocks, maybe. And it shouldn't take very long. We're going to go on to our next destination. There's at least one building is completely shelled out, and then there's another one that's might be shelled out as well. But we'll go down here, turn around, I'll get out and just walk around a little bit. I do have some statistics on the town, and I'll be doing that when I do the actual video. So I think we're going to turn around and park across the street. I think I'm just going to park right here. I don't think we have anything to worry about, really. Okay. All right. Well, that's a short little dash cam of Longton, Kansas. Okay, so we'll be back when we get to the next town. Good morning, everyone. Rick and Deb here. We are doing a 4-town road trip today. We're going to be going through 4 small communities today. The first one of which we're in Longton, Kansas. We're going to do Longton, Hamilton, Howard, Toronto, but we're in Longton right now. It is Thursday morning. It is the 21st of August, and it's about 10 till 9 this morning. We stopped and had breakfast at this little restaurant in Moline, Kansas. And if you're ever in that area, I would highly recommend stopping in. It's a Swinging Bridge Cafe. Very, very nice. It's a hunting lodge as well, but anybody can sit in rooms if they so desire. So, I'm going to give you some statistics on Longton. It was founded and incorporated in 1870. And it was named after Longton, England. And that's just about it for this. So I'm going to turn you around here. We're going to walk around Longton, Kansas on this really beautiful, cloudless, really nice morning. And here, let me switch around here. Okay, this first building we're coming up on, it says Longton Elevator. Now, it may or may not still be an elevator, I don't know. Or it may not be used anymore. A big building. Okay, well, let's just walk on around here and have wife take some pictures. Longton Elevator, Longton, Kansas, extra rich feeds, it says. Okay. These are smaller towns I've been wanting to go visit for a while. So we decided to just go ahead and do it. Okay, now we're going to go back into the main part of Longton, Kansas. This first building on our right is a bank. This has a very faded sign that says U-turn intersections only. So evidently you can make legal U-turns if you're in the intersection. It's really rusted and very faded, but that's what it says. And this is the Bank of Commerce. That's the first thing we come up on. We're going to be walking up and down both sides. So we'll just kind of truck along here. Okay, that's the bank building right there. And I had to stop to get my selfie stick. Anyway, this is the First Baptist Church here. Very long building. Looks like a very old building. It says Team Jesus. Yeah. Here's one of these. I think you can get like canned vegetables or whatever. Little free barn, it says on it. This is really overgrown coming up, but it looks like it might have been a place to sit. It says, welcome to our garden. Well, okay. I don't think it's too much a garden anymore. It's very overgrown. It has been dealt with for quite some time. Yeah. Looks like that flower bed's down in there. And there's a chicken statue down in there. It might have been really pretty at one time. But it's really, really badly overgrown. Yeah, they just don't do anything with it anymore. And this building coming up looks like there may have been a mural here at one time. It looks like it's covered up, but the top part of that looks like it's the Ten Commandments. And this has no identifying marks or signs, or it's got a welcome sign on the front above the door with an elk. Yeah. Don't know. Yeah. And then here's an empty space that used to be a building, I suppose. But it's got a fence across it, but there again, everything's overgrown. Really can't see down in there too much. It's just an empty spot where the used to be a building. And this building's made out of stone. And this says that's a bar. That might be a B, a K, bar and grill. Bad water drink at bar, it says. We do not take credit cards, thanks. Okay, well that's a good thing. It says vote Tringle for Longton mayor. Say you will with Bill. Vote Tringle for mayor. Now what this building was, I have no idea. Okay. Oh, tractor setting over there, and they got a a wall mural with the flag and handprints. I may have the wife take pictures of that. But there's an old Allis Chalmers tractor. It looks like it's been sitting here. All the tires are flat. Looks like it's been sitting here for a very long time. Community Appreciation Day, 2011. Okay. Oh, that building over there, we gotta go down this other side first. We're almost to the end of Main Street. We're coming up on another little building here. This might be a library. I am not real sure. Yeah, little library. This Longton Public Library. That's what it is. Okay, and this is their Elk County Rural Fire District 1. I like the flowers they got sitting out in front of it. That's pretty cool. Really nice. Okay, their water tower is right over there. We're going to go down this last building, turn around, and go back. Fire hose stretched out from the building. And this building says LVFD, and I bet you that means Longton Volunteer Fire Department. That's probably what that stands for. Super, super quiet. A badly decomposing sidewalk. Very wide though. And there's some mailboxes. And another old tractor sitting down here in front of this building. Well, on the side of the building, I should say. It's on the side of the building. Now, what the building used to be, I don't know. We're going to kind of walk out here a little ways, and then we're going to go down the other side. No time, date stamp. Doesn't say what it might have been at one time. They got sheet metal where windows may have been. Then here's another part of the building that's made out of brick. It may have been an add-on. Looks like they had lights up here at one time. Really kind of ornate. Yeah, okay. And then right over here is the city park. And that's the end of this side. So we're going to go over, we're going to walk down the other side. It's on the corner of West 6th Street and Main Street is their little park area. And they've got a picnic shelter area. But their main street's called Kansas Street. So it's on the corner of West 6th and Kansas Street here in Longton, Kansas. Okay, let's go across the street. Look both ways. And of course there's a closer view of their water tower. Is looking down Main Street. Kansas Street. That building is very unique though. I just wonder if they built the white building onto this other building. Just doesn't match. It just looks like one's older than the other. I bet you that brown brick, it might have been there first. Although I don't have a way to tell. And I got looking back here. Looks like there might have been a car wash. But they've got vacuum cleaners for cars back here. Now there's a basketball court right here, and then here's a concrete structure. There's a picnic table, but there's this here, and I have no idea what this might have been. Of course, never been to Longton ever, first time. So I don't know. There's a storage shed right there, and another unidentified type building. Oh, wait a minute. This might have been a drive-through car wash at one time, but I'm just speculating. I really have no idea. Because when you walk back here, oh, here's the actual car wash right here. See, there's your hose, washing instructions, brush and suds, and there's your place you put your money in. But, well, I don't know. There's your hose. Don't know. And then back here's where you hang your mats. And then back here's a vacuum cleaner. So I don't know. I have no way of knowing. It may not be in use anymore. I don't know. Okay, now let's go down this other side. And this is the Longton Historical Society Museum. 512 Kansas, Longton, Kansas, in this Morton building. The picnic table sitting out front. Might be kind of interesting, but it's not. There's no information as to when it is open, if it ever is open. No telephone number to call. Nothing. No information at all. And then here's a large Morton style type building. Grass has been freshly cut. Now this next building used to have a sign out front with a clock. The sign is completely gone. There's a bunch of brick sitting over here though. A whole ton of bricks. I don't know. That might have come from this building, because this building we're coming up on is completely gutted. There's something sitting in the middle. Oh, I know what that was. I know what this used to be. I know what this used to be. This used to be a bank. This was a bank at one time. And I'll show you here in just a minute. Because there's a sign in the middle, of course it's broken out, and then there's a temperature, and then the time is up above that. But I want to show you something in here. Here's a tile from the floor. But I'll show you something here. This is a safe. This is a safe right here. There's the combination. Victor, it says on it. That's the combination. It's got an eagle in the middle of it. Well, not in the middle, but on the top in the middle. An eagle emblem. And this was two separate safes. This would have been a standing up type safe. This would have been the top of the safe. Of course, this would have been the bottom. And here is little emblems like flowers on each corner. Well, on this corner anyway, what's left. And then here is another safe, and I've seen these before. This is another safe. Let's see, there's a combination right here. That's the combination. Look how thick that door is. It's huge. And then there is the inside of the safe. It's kind of dark in there. But this was a safe. It sure was. And it is heavy. It won't even turn anymore. Then there's a bottom safe. I didn't even see this. Oh, look at there. There's the handle. I mean, the handle's right there. There's a combination right there. So there's three safes. Well, this is two safes in one, is what it is. Here's the bottom safe. And then here's the top safe. And then there's your wall type safe is right there. This would, of course, this tile work would have been the original floor. Okay, let's just kind of go back in here and look around a little bit. It's interesting. Just an empty room. What it used to be, is anybody's guess? Could have been where the safes were at originally. And here's a back room. And it's really dark, of course. In here, that roof looks kind of new, or newer. And there's something right there, I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, this was a bank. This looks like it might have been added on over the years. But yeah. This was a bank. Side door. Wheel cart, a very old wheel cart. Yep, I've seen these kind of safes before in other little communities we've been in, exactly like this. Well, pretty close anyway. I know I've seen another safe very similar to this one in another little town we were in that was no longer a bank. I thought this was kind of pretty at one time. And that Victor, you know, that's old. It says Victor on it. And it don't turn anymore. Yep. Okay. That's interesting. Yep. There's the side we just came down, and now we're across the street. Former bank building with three big arched windows. Pretty cool. Oh, I think I found that. I think this is a gel down here, but I've got to go walk over here. I found it. And we're not done yet. This building right here has got some bars on the back two windows. That's interesting. But no, we're not done yet. This building that we're getting ready to go to, that the wife is sitting in front of, I think it used to be a jail. But they've got it listed as a calaboose. Yeah, that's what I wanted to look for today, and I found it. That's kind of good, though. Yeah, this is one two-story building. Now we're going to go look at this structure over here. I do believe it was a jail. And I've seen pictures of it online. And I think you used to be able to go in. Now, you may not be able to go in anymore. This will be the old style of jail I found by going. It's like Burbank, Oklahoma. Was it Burbank that had the old jail? It might have been. Uh, yeah, with that door, the way it is. Yeah, this was a jail. Evidently, calaboose is just a different term for jail. Yeah, Longton City Jail, 1905. How cool is that? Yep. I think we were in, like I said, oh gosh, and it's probably locked. Yeah, it's locked. Maybe we can peek in a little bit, or I'll have the wife take some pictures. There's a, oh gosh, it's probably not coming out very well. Man, I wish we could go in there. And there's a jail cells right over here. I know that's not going to come out real well. Man, oh, I wish I had this thing. There's where the jailer would sit. There's the desk right there. Getting very limited. And they got a gun rack over there. Oh, man, I don't know. An old telephone over there on the wall. Man, I wish that was unlocked. Yep, I just can't get it very good. Was you able to go between the railings? Get some pictures? Okay. Really pretty cool architecture. It's just concrete over brick. I'm pretty sure. They got these, I don't know, probably just for decoration. And here's the side of the jail. And then we're going to go around back. Of course, I'd have no idea who to ask to get in. This may show the jail cells better, though. Maybe. There's the jail cells right there. There's only one, of course. There's just one cell. And then the table where the jailer would sit is, oh gosh, let me get my hand out of the way. It's right there. And there's no stove, and it's right there. But yeah, and the top part is all, it's the actual ceiling's falling apart, and there's the wire meshing up above. But I'm gonna have the wife try to get between these bars and get it. There's a real good shot of the jail, the actual cell right there. Oh wow! I lucked out. This one little town we went to, I can't remember the name of the town, but it had a little jail like this, and I lucked out. And I asked somebody, and this guy showed up and unlocked it for me. I can't remember the name of the town, but yeah, very cool. She's getting some pictures for me. Man, I was hoping that it had been unlocked. It's such a little town. I don't know why they can't leave it unlocked. Of course, I know it's building vandalism in there. I don't understand that, but they made up this. This looks like this is Longton City Jail, 1905. Yeah, very cool. That's what I was wanting to find here in Longton. Okay. Let's keep walking. We only got a short more to go here on Main Street, and then we're going to go on to our next destination. A lot of these small towns have a pretty rich history. I wasn't able to get much on Google other than what I already read you earlier. Named after Longton, England, and it settled in 1870. That's just about it. Except if you talk to somebody that was from here, I'm sure they give you more information than that. But yeah, another old jail, another old bank, and another real small town. That's just pretty cool. I like the arched windows. Hey, did you get this, honey? Did you get the bank? I'll have the wife take some pictures of the bank. especially on the inside. Especially on the inside, I need to get over way. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Part of an old sidewalk, I would imagine. Okay, well, we took some pictures of the old bank. We took some pictures of the old jail down there. Now we're going to continue on. This is the other side, the side I just walked down. I'll just go ahead and do a quick walkthrough. I think we're just about done with this Longton, Kansas this morning. Now this over here used to be like maybe an antique store or something. I mean, that's not the original use, I'm sure. But somebody had turned it into it says Mary's Treasures. Oh, now we're behind we got a kind of behind the sun here a little bit. I mean, we got it blocked for us. Let's go over and look at some of these. Those Mary's Treasures right here. Then the door says Mary's Treasures and Joe's stuff. And then it's got some telephone numbers. I guess those are telephone numbers. Now maybe we can peek inside. Looks like a very big place in there. The Ten Commandments chiseled in stone. This is not a very good, but it's probably as good as I want to get. Well, I wish a place like this was opened. Yeah, I think this is as good as I'm going to get. It kind of gives us an idea. Well, very small, because it goes on back. There's like another room in back of this one. Looks like it might have been a pretty cool place at one time. Let's go over here and maybe no, don't try to forget. Okay. Well, you know, that's a shame when they don't keep these places open. I know it's a small town and everything, but it'd be nice for visitors. People just on their way through, you know. People like to treasure hunt, you know, and I mean, it would be really cool for it to be open, remain open, but it's not. And this little building up here has got 1913 on the top of it, and there's no identifying marks whatsoever. It's got a purple door and a red awning, sheet metal awning. But 1913, okay. And then here is a wooded fence. It's got Snoopy in the middle. Let's go take a look at Snoopy. And that's between this red building looks like it's very old. Oh, let's go say hi to Snoopy. And that's so tall I can't see what's on the other side of the fence. It just looks like there might have been a store between there. But this building, again, it has no identifying marks. Doesn't say what it might have been at one time. But it does look like a very old building. I'm trying to get out of the sun a little bit. There's the top of the building. And yeah, and then here's another wide opening. And this may have been a building in here at one time. They've got some flowers and a rock style bed. Now this has been well looked after. That's pretty cool. I like that. My wife could have pictured that for me. That's pretty cool. And this is their senior center building. Here in Longton. Then there's the side we just came down. It's a shame they can't, like this garden over here, Let me get a little bit closer because I didn't get I was kind of walking right beside it. Here now we're out there a little bit to get a little bit better view. And there's the space between these buildings right here. Let me get into there just a little bit more. And then that air conditioner is running. So that might be an active bar. I do not know. There's a truck parked in front of it. This green building that's got the mayor candidate message on the front. And this end building here, there's just not any information on this. Well, I think that's it for here in Longton, Kansas. Like I said, it's really not too far from Moline. That's it. So I think we're going to go on to our next destination. Yeah, literally standing right down Kansas Avenue. Okay, guys, I think we're going to call that a wrap. For now, we got 3 more towns to go to. So, we'll be back in a little bit. There's some people coming out of that senior center. It may be open, I don't know. There's 3 cars sitting here. There's 3 cars sitting here and a truck in front of the bar. And that's literally, there's been a few cars pass through, but that's it. Here in Longton, Kansas. So, any rate, we're going to get back on the road and we're going to be back here in just a little bit. So just hang tight. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.